So tell us your name and where you're from yourself.
Eoin Lynch from Mitchelstown, Cork, Munster. Think about slurry, I eat slurry, and dream about slurry. That's my motto now. So.
Hello and welcome to the It Started With Slurry podcast. The podcast featuring myself, Breifne O'Brien.
And Eoin Lynch from Mitchelstown, Cork, Munster.
Owen, thanks a million for joining us. And I do believe this is the final episode of the series. And look, thanks for joining us. Of course, you're very busy at the minute. You're flat out studying for your exams, I hope. And you're flat out calving cows as well and making an electric guitar for your construction project, which we also learned on the previous episode. I suppose, Owen, I don't know, like, you have a lot going on at the moment, but you're not tuned into the current affairs in farming at the minute. What do you think of all this blue tongue, the Mercosur deal, all this crack, have you?
I was only talking to a dealer there, cattle dealer up that way, and he was saying it is very hard. There's inspectors and stuff going around checking it, like, and the Mercosur deal, that'll affect us greatly, like, with the dry stock, because Brazilian beef coming into an Irish country, like where does Brazil in the right mind think that's going to try you? That's literally a niche market they're entering there. Like for into our country's niche market, because we've plenty of it. Like, did no one be going near their Brazilian beef? Because I was only looking like, oh, they'd feed them this and that, and it's nearly better than our own beef. There's no beef in the whole of the world better than ours, and I'm telling you that's the truth. There's no country that can produce better beef than we can. We've top of the range. Like, look how much we're exporting out to France and. Like, it's crazy. Like, there was there last year. There was such a shortage of calves last year that, like, fellas weren't meeting the requirements of the boat. Like, 200 calves, fellas couldn't source them. Like, 200 calves is all it takes to flake them off over on the boat, and couldn't meet the requirements at all. Like, it's gone savage. Like, but I'd say with this Mercosur deal now, it's held off 2 years now, isn't it? Again, it's been held off 2 years again. Like, I don't know if it comes in, like I'd said. It's basically an excuse for Germany to export more cars, like. And for these Brazilian countries and South American countries to send in all this stuff. That won't work, like.
Yeah, so then what about then, Owen? Of course, then, like, the Mercosur is one big topic at the moment, but what about the blue tongue in Ireland? What do you think about all that?
So I actually don't know much about it, but I was only talking to one of the buddies there last week, and he was saying even fellas bringing up calves and stuff, like, it's very hard for him to bring them up. He's not buying no more calves and stuff. There's dealers not buying no calves at all. Like, I don't know, it's a bit weird. I'd be more focused on the Mercosur deal. I think that'll affect us more. I don't know, it's going to really put, like, it's going to take over small farmers, like. But the only way it'll take over small farmers, lads, is if the Irish start buying the Brazilian beef. Now, you're going to have the odd few that'll be like, oh, I want to try the Brazilian beef, obviously. Like, I'd nearly try it myself, like. But, like, fellas that are going to be buying it every week, that's how it's going to affect us. If we, as a country, if it comes into the shop, don't buy it, sure, they're going to pull out, like. They won't want it here, like. There's ways around it, like, But in fairness, the European Union has been very good to us, financially wise. That's what the grandfather was saying. The grandfather's 50-50 with it, like. I don't know, the old heads and new heads no more. What do you think, Breifne?
Yeah, well, sure, look, look, if you're looking at it from the perspective of a beef farmer, you're not going to want to see imports of beef from another area coming in. So I suppose it's easy to understand why, I suppose, beef farmers are not happy with it here in Ireland and across Europe. But then I suppose there's obviously two sides to every story, and when you're looking at it from a broader perspective, obviously there's other arguments and there's people who have different opinions on it. But it's definitely generating a lot of concern, and a lot of people are very interested in it. I don't know, were you up at the event in Athlone, Owen, were you?
I don't know, I didn't make it that day. I didn't make, actually, we're at that day. Something went wrong anyway at home. I was meant to go, but I ended up going. But it's not going to affect just the beef industry. It's going to affect ye as well, and it's going to affect the poultry industry as well. I was looking at it. It's not going to affect us as much, but it will, like.
And do you do any work then, talking about, obviously you're working on a dairy farm, you have some sucklers at home there. Do you do any work on pig farms, sheep farms, anything like that ever before, have you?
Well, slurry now we've been pumping out. Well, we used to be pumping out piggery down by ours, but sometimes then we'd draw out of there the odd time. But rarely. But I know a good few lads now into the old pigs, like, I know a good few lads out into the old pig, like. It's a hard old game, the old pigs.
Why do you say that?
A lot of maintenance. like you've a lot of money coming in and a lot of money coming out. Like your feed, and you're nearly drawing slurry out every week, and you're pumping it from tank to tank. It's a grand job. Like they say, pigs are the cleanest animal on the earth. If they feces there in one side of the room, they'll lie in the other side of the room. Where cows will just lamp themselves up in it. Like. They're one of the cleanest animals on earth. Like, have you dogs at home, Breifne?
No, we don't have dogs, but I know that they're very handy if you do have larger numbers of sheep. Some farmers will tell you then, unless you have work for the dogs pretty much every day, they get bored, like, and then they start getting restless and stuff like that. So definitely on the bigger farms, they're a huge help. Like, and you have a lot of good dogs there that would work cattle, and they'd work cattle or they'd work sheep as well. Like, I've even seen dairy farmers there, and they could just open the door in the afternoon before they go to do the evening milking, and the dog would go out to the field if the cows were out in the field and bring the whole lot of them back in.
Jeez, they're fair smart. Like, dogs are fair smart.
Do you ever do any work with sheep dogs or cattle dogs?
We used to have a sheepdog at home, and then he passed. He was grand. He'd walk behind the bullocks, like, but it wouldn't be big country down our way now for dogs. Do you know, that kind of way. I suppose we're big industry down here now. Tis all dairy, like, and do you know, tis all quads nearly now. Fellas can just throw in a tank of petrol and out the field in and bring in the cows in a quad, than to be trying to feed a dog and trying to mind the dog. And I don't know, I think those days are gone, like.
But then if you're farming on a mountain, it's handy to have the dogs.
Oh yeah, but sure, the dogs will travel up the wall there. Like the dogs will go like that, where a fella'd be there. So a dog will go straight up, and you just say to him, like, it's madness. Like, how they train them even is crazy. Like, I'd love to know how they train them, but it's a skill. Like, even there's competitions there, you know yourself. Like, it's a skill within its own. Do you know what I mean?
You were saying in the last episode there, Owen, that you were at a festival there recently, and obviously you're getting really big into the trad music. Have you any plans to set up a bit of a band or anything like that?
Oh, we have a band.
Well,
we call ourselves the Smoking Troopers.
where'd you get that name from?
So our banjo player, Paddy, he used to smoke 80 fags a day. And I says to Colin, he's like, a trooper on the fags. He goes, yeah. And then we were kind of saying, at the end of it, what should we name the band? We'll name it after Paddy, the Smoking Troopers.
And how many of you are in the band?
3 of us. I play the box, Colin plays the guitar, and Paddy plays the banjo.
And have you getting any gigs yet, are you?
Fully booked out for March. We've a festival in July, and we are fully booked out for March, and we've 3 wedding receptions. So we're up to the walls now, getting back to people. Now it's quiet now again, thank God. But we're trying to keep it that way because we don't want to overdo ourselves as well. Like, you don't want to be doing it every weekend. Like, it's a tough old game trying to move gear and stuff, but there'll be fear of it. We're no bother in the world.
Where are all the local gigs, are they?
No, Jesus, no. We're in Causeway for one of the nights. It's below in North Kerry. There's 2 locals, alright. There's one in Cove then as well, and there's the festivals on in Kildare. So they're only kind of like half. They're no more than an hour drive away. Do you know what I mean?
And what's your set list like? What kind of stuff do you have?
Well, we have a lot of tunes, like Irish trad, but we'd probably mixed in with songs now. We have like, you know, like the simple ones, Galway Girl and This Is the Life, and there's a few ones there. What's the name of it? There's like Oh Dirty Old Town, and ones that to get the crowd going. Do you know what I mean?
Is it hard to get gigs? It's a tough industry, the music industry, is it?
It's not too bad, like, but sure, when you're milking cows or when you're farming as well, it all adds up. You know, it's a handy number there. Saturday night, you get to go out and you get to play music and you make money. Like, you tell me where else you get to go out and you make money. I know you're working inside the bar, you make money, but like you're actually enjoying yourself, you know?
But do you think it's getting more popular with young people, trad music now?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Why is that?
The likes of Kingfisher and Amble are influence fellas to pick up like the mandola or the banjo, and sure, like, you're not just going to play the mandola for songs. Like, you want to learn 2 or 3 tunes on them as well. Like,
What's a mandola?
same thing as a banjo, but you know, the mandolins, or not the mandolins, the bazookies, they're like a bazooki. The sessions all in Nina were like, there was a lot of young people there. It's good crack, like, because it's all your own age, and sure, you have a bit of messing. And
Do you know any of the lads in Kingfisher? They're from down your country, aren't they? Do you know that area the song is about? Killer.
yeah, I just Killers on it. half an hour. Well, she's only about 10 minutes from herself's place. So
Do you ever do any work down there?
I was not receding. I was doing a demonstration there for McCarthy's there in Carrigtwohill. We were in Mogeely. That would be the closest I went there. Nice country. Just lovely country. Just anywhere down that way down, Ballycotton now, that's where it gets very nice. Do you know what I mean?
So, Owen, this is the last episode of this series of the podcast. What was your thoughts on it so far? I know it's hard for you to fit it into your busy schedule, as me and Will, our producer, will testify.
It's been good. It's been good crack now, and all the lads inside the school have been listening to it. In fairness, you do get the mic taken out of you all the time, but like it's good crack. Like Jesus, we've came a long way now since that warm ploughing championship. What was it, September? Like, and we've done a lot of things that we should have done and we shouldn't have done. But like, it has been an app. Like people we got to meet. Like I was even saying it there, and we're going back to the very first episode here now, Breifne. But like, do you know, I never thought that the things you and not alone Agriland, like, but you like specifically like the questions you asked and the bang on like everything was just right. And I was even you remember you were saying to me in the hotel, you were like, we were looking through clips and we didn't know which one to pick, and we were going to pick yours and we weren't going to pick yours, and we ended up picking yours. And like it's just out of the look of the draw, like how all these things happen. Like, and I don't, I like, in fairness, just
Yeah, well, that was Will actually who picked it out of the bin. I'm pretty sure it was in
so then, like,
the bin of all the clips we took, and Will was like, "Oh, that's a good one."
it's just madness, like, do you know. I like going from, as I listen there, just go back to the first episode, like, but like to come this far and to have a podcast and to be meeting people and to be known, and you know, it's nearly every young lad's dream, like, nearly come true, like, do you know what I mean? But
That guard that escorted you home, did he know you whenever he?
he knew me, yeah, he knew me. The minute I put down the window, oh, that's your man from TikTok. It has been an absolute roller coaster now, in fair, everywhere.
You haven't got invited up to the Oris on Uachtaráin yet, did you?
No, but I was there. I'd say, was it a year ago? Just after the ploughing. Yeah, I was there a year ago. We kind of go every year to school, and I ended up in hospital after. One of my kidneys failed, so I ended up in the hospital after the doll. But yeah, no, it's been a.
The Dáil is different to the Oris and Uachtaráin now.
Oh, the Ars and Uachtaráin. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I haven't been to the Ars. I've looked at the Ars. I haven't been to the Ars. I thought you'd been to the Dáil. Yeah, no, Ars now. I'd love to go inside there.
And you obviously recovered after that, anyways, after that incident?
Yeah, I was in hospital for a week, and sure, I was bullying because silage was banging. It was happening, like the silage was happening, and I was there like a dog inside there. I was kicking and throwing a feet, and don't. I just I had to calm down then, and I stayed in for the extra night and came out then, and I was like a bullet going out the door.
Will you get a start with a contractor this year, do you think?
I'm not going to go. I might just after leaving. I'll be in second cut. Like we were last year, now was fine because the exams were over early, and I was kind of drawing during the exams as well, and I was kind of going in by day. And if there wasn't the exams, if there wasn't an exam on, I'd go away drawing, that kind of way. But this year now, I'd say it could be different kettle of fish because there's two of us there, and the two of us are doing the leaving sort. So I don't know what way it is going to pan out. I might come on in the evening and drive the loader there or something for, you know, but it'll be tough now because
Can you do the pit as well? Can you?
Well, I shouldn't be. I wouldn't be too. Well, some fellas will say, just it's a tough old job. But drawing pit, yeah, I draw away mad like the pit. I love the pit now. The pit is, you're always on the road. But you have a lot of things to be watching, like, you know, you have a lot of things to be watching. Where I never liked the loader. I always liked the tractor and the loader because I don't know. I was just so used to driving tractor. I was so like I didn't see. I drew 12 loads this year. I'd say 12 loads of bale silage. And then I drew a bit of pit then, but that was all. It was all the loader then for the rest of the year, and a bit of receiving and dumping. But like there was for our silage now, it was all a loader. I just love it. Like just as it's just handy now. It's just. I don't know. If you're taste like you get anyone could be tasting loader after a week. Like once you get the swing of it, tis like anything. Like, you know, once you get the swing of it, know the kinks and the road of it, you could do anything with it. Like
so, on the last episode of this series, tell the listeners, where you think, or where at this present moment you would imagine yourself to be in 20 years' time.
20 years' time.
Or any time in the future. Do you ever have any aspirations for the future where you'd like, you see yourself in the future in, be it career, be it life, be it, whatever you're doing? Where do you see yourself down the line in the future? Have you any life plans or life goals?
Well, my ambition is I'm very fella that'll take every step at a time, but 20 years' time.
I knew you'd say take it one day at a time. That's what you say. And it's a good answer, fair play.
But if I was really put in the spot, like, I'd love to be married, travelling the world, and home then during the summer to draw a bit of silage and working away then. Have everything right, like, not kind of be under pressure. Just a nice, relaxed life, But goals then, like, I've a lot of goals, but I don't know, will they be scored? Do you know what I mean? There's like a few of them there, like to win the All-Ireland flat, to finish out the leaving cert.
To get full marks in the leaving cert.
Get full marks. I like the media, like I like the old media and keep at the media. And yeah, look, it's very hard to judge, like, as I was saying before in one of the episodes, like, it's like a gamble, really, like, you don't know what's going to happen, like, but.
And then your plans change as well.
And the plans change, like, so everything changes after, it just changes as the day goes by, like, but.
What's on the agenda now for the rest of the day? It's 12:30.
I'm going in for an exam there now at 1:15.
What exam have you?
LCVP. It is like careers investigation and all that.
Have you any study done for it?
I'm here talking shit, aren't I?
Well, on that note, Owen, we better let you go and get a few last minute notes.
No, this is good. This is good. Sure, it's an interview. It's an interview talking based subject. You get me? It's not what you think it is. You can't really study for it.
So you technically are studying by doing that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm improving my communication skills. There you go.
Look, Owen, best of luck with everything as well in the future, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you soon again. You're very easy fella to chat to or interview on a podcast like this, because you're never short of something to say, and you always have very interesting views on a variation of issues. So look, best of luck with it all, and best of luck with the exams, and I hope they all go well. Folks, that's just about all we have time for on the final episode of this series with myself, Breifne O'Brien, and of course the one and only Mr. Eoin Lynch. Thanks a million for listening in. If you enjoyed the episodes, be sure to rate us 5 stars wherever you listen to your podcasts. That's all from us. Thanks a million, folks, and thanks for listening.